2. Hi everyone, welcome back to Strong Stoic Habits. Have you ever wished someone to miss you so deeply that they think of you first thing in the morning and last thing at night? They sleep. Well, you're in luck. Since today we'll discover how to become unforgettable, we're exploring 10 Stoic concepts that alter you, not only create yearning. Their absence makes someone appealing. Seneca once stated, "Sharpening love present enhances it." Let's see how. Love to the point that your absence is really felt, and remember, don't skip any aspect since each concept is crucial to perfecting being unforgettably missed before we die. Jump in here for a small task. Mention their words below. Thinking tomorrow is brief and simple and captures our spirit. Talk today also. It'll be nice to see how many of you are playing along now. Let's be ready to study these 10 strong Stoic methods that will make them wish for your presence even more. Overview. Let's move straight into our initial premise, number 1, Principle 1. Self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency. So you may be thinking, how does being self-sufficient make someone miss me more? Well, it's all about demonstrating that you are full on your own, which is highly fascinating and exciting in any connection image. This, when you're self-sufficient, you're not clinging or desperately seeking attention from your significant partner. Instead, you're out there, living your best life, involved in your passions and satisfying your own desires. This independence might stimulate interest and appreciation. Your partner starts to perceive you not only as a companion, but as an individual flourishing on their own terms. When you're not constantly accessible or dependent on them for your satisfaction, you build a health space in the connection. This space isn't about distance. It's about allowing each other the freedom to develop separately, and what occurs in their head when you're not around? They start to worry what you're up till they recollect how you manage things with such autonomy and poise. And suppose, when people start to miss that lively, self-reliant aspect of you, thus embrace your self-sufficiency. It's not about driving people away. It's about bringing them into a deeper, more appreciative adoration of who you are. And remember, as you nurture your independence, you'll discover them keeping you in their thoughts tomorrow and many days after that. Number 2, emotional control. Now, you could be thinking, control my emotions. I simply want them to miss me. Okay, here's a secret. Managing your emotions is like holding the rein of a strong horse. It steers the energy of your relationships in the direction you want to. Visualize this situation every time you engage. You're calm, collected, even when the debate heats up or takes an unexpected turn. This level of emotional control doesn't only dazzle, it interests. Why? Because, as Marcus Aurelius rightly stated it, you have authority over your mind, not outer circumstances. Know this, and you will discover power when you demonstrate such courage. It leaves a lasting impression by regulating your responses. You create an atmosphere of mystery, and if your spouse begins to wonder what's going on in their head, they're accustomed to responses controlling your conduct. But now you're unperturbed, tranquil. Your newfound poise makes people interested about your inner world, pulling them closer and keeping them wondering. So managing your emotions doesn't mean you become a robot. It's about reacting rather than responding. This minor difference implies that you do communicate your thoughts. They're thoughtful, real, and considerably more impactful. And guess what occurs? Then they miss the warmth of your purposeful love when you're not around. Therefore, stay calm, keep attentive, and observe as they start to ponder and stray back to you. Always keep your emotional cards close to your breast. Maybe leave them with a tiny something to ponder about. A hint that whispers, "Would you be thinking about me tomorrow?" After all, a hint of mystery goes a long way in the game of love. Number 3. Deliberate communication. Ever thought how merely an intentional communication, few Chen phrases, may make someone crave your presence even more? Well, purposeful. Communication is your secret weapon. Here, deliberate communication implies selecting your words carefully, ensuring they're insightful and offer value to the interaction. It's about communicating with purpose and depth, which may significantly alter how you are regarded and recalled. Seneca once said, "Talk, so you may speak again." The essence here is about leaving people wanting more of your insights, your comedy, and your particularly clever manner of expressing oneself. Envision this: every time you talk, you do so with the purpose to connect, to comprehend, and to enhance the connection. You're not simply filling the air with words. You're building messages that touch on a deeper level. This doesn't only make your interactions memorable, it makes them meaningful, and, while you're not there, your words linger in their memory. Your voice resonates in their ideas, drawing them closer, even in your absence. By utilizing deliberate conversation, you generate levels of curiosity and intrigue. Your companion finds themselves contemplating on what you say, analyzing your words, and yes, missing the depth and involvement of your disc talks. They grow to enjoy not only the conversation, but the communicator. You so grasp the power of deliberate communication. Make your words count and watch as they weave the magic of keep you on their thoughts. Remember, it's not only about what you say, but how you say it, that leaves a lasting impact. Maintain your speech methodical, informative, and always with a sprinkle of charm. Number 4, acceptance of absence. Here's a acceptance of absence twist for you. How can enjoying the moments you're apart really draw you closer together? That seems counterintuitive. Yet here's the catch. Acceptance of absence may amplify their yearning for you and enhance the bond when you're together. Think of it this way: absence doesn't simply make the heart grow fond. It also so increases expectation and appreciation. By tolerating and even loving the times you're apart, you display a strong sense of self and a knowledge that meaningful connection isn't about continual closeness, but about the strength of the emotional link. As Epictetus put it, freedom is the only honorable aim in life. Liberate yourself from the impulse to cling and witness how this freedom alters your connection. Dynamics. Envision adopting this instead of assaulting them with messages when you're not together. Offer some breathing space. Let the stillness between you inspire intrigue and a sense of mystery. When you do this, you're not simply another typical element of their day-to-day. You become the highlight. The time they look forward to this idea encourages you to feel comfortable with the ebb and flow of togetherness and solitude. It invites you to discover delight in your own company, which in turn makes you more beautiful and fascinating when you're together again. After a time of separation, the relationship seems reinvigorated, stronger and more vivid. So appreciate the times apart and let them generate a deeper desire. Remember, absence isn't a gap, but a space for developed growth and anticipation. Make them feel your absence just enough that they locate yourself thinking about you. And when you reunite, the excitement and admiration for each other are felt, making every time together even more valuable. Number 5, mindfulness in interaction. Mindfulness in interaction. How can being totally present in your relationships make someone miss you more when you're not around? It's all about ensuring every minute matter, so clearly that your absence is truly felt. Being aware involves interacting completely every time you're together, listening closely and answering intelligently. It's about being present, not only physically, but with all your concentration focused on the moment. This approach converts everyday conversations into remarkable meanings, experiences. Marcus Aurelius once suggested, conduct every act of your life as if it were your final. Applying this to your relationships implies considering every discussion and every shared occasion as if it might be the most crucial one. Envision this. Each time you're together, you add an intensity of presence that makes every laugh richer and every gaze more meaningful. You're not simply spending time together, you're making the time spent together meaningful. This depth of engagement produces a lasting imprint that continues to reverberate with them even when you're separated. By exercising awareness in your relationships, you build an emotional depth that makes your presence immensely nourishing and your absence painfully empty. When you're not around, they start to miss the type of attention and care you bring into their life. They miss being actually noticed and heard in ways that only you have made them feel. Thus, dig deep into each time you share. Make awareness your secret ingredient in the formula of creating them. Miss you. Remember, when you're truly present, you leave traces of your spirit with them, making sure you're constantly in their thoughts tomorrow. This isn't simply about being unforgettable. It's about making every interaction count twice. And just like that, we're halfway through our video. If you're still with us, it suggests this information is hitting a chord. If you haven't yet loved the video or subscribed to our channel, I'd really appreciate it. If you could do that immediately, your sponsorship means a lot and helps us keep generating content that resonates with you. Thus now, let's dig into the sixth principle, a vital stage in our travel to make them miss us deeply. This one is extremely crucial, so you'll want to pay particular attention. Number 6. Consistency in communication. Communication. How can keeping a constant and attentive communication pattern help someone miss you more? It's about developing an expectation of quality and dependability in your dealings that makes your absence felt more intensely when you're not in contact. Consistency in communication doesn't about spamming people with messages all day, every day. Rather, it's about building a pattern of relevant and dependable conversations, whether it's a good morning SMS, a lunchtime check-in, or a midnight overview of your day. This frequent touch points develop a rhythm that becomes a valued part of their day. As Seneca stated, regularity is an indication of wisdom in common. Imitating this regularity reassures them that you're considerate, reliable, and involved in the connection. Envision this: even when life becomes chaotic, you maintain up with your routine of contacting bass. This constancy becomes something they depend on, a calming and stabilizing force among the craziness of everyday life. When you abruptly avoid these contacts, your absence is instantly evident and, oddly enough, creates a void that they're eager to fill. Again, by being constant in your communication, you weave yourself into the fabric of their everyday routine while you're not there. They miss the comfort and security your words provide. They look forward to hearing from you again, feeling a palpable gap when the anticipated message doesn't arrive. Therefore, let's create consistency, our hallmark in how we communicate. Stay to it and watch as they begin to miss you amid the quiet silences that your absence causes. Remember, your aiming should be continually on their thoughts tomorrow, not just sometimes recalled. It's about being a vital, solid presence in their life, even from afar. Number 7. Purposeful living, meaningful living. How can having a life filled with purpose make someone miss you more? It's about being someone who is motivated, enthusiastic, and interested in meaningful activities. When you live deliberately, you're not simply waiting around for someone else to fill your moment. You're out there making the most of it. Having a purpose in life makes you more interesting and fascinating because demonstrates that you have objectives and desires that go beyond merely your connection. You're someone who is actively contributing to the universe, which makes you all the more intriguing and admirable. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca stated, our ideas miscarry because they have no objective when a guy does not know what harbor he is creating for. No wind is the appropriate wind. By having clear objectives, you're not just more directed, but also more dynamic and captivating imagination. This scenario, You share anecdotes about your initiatives, your voluntary work, or your inventive pursuits throughout your chats. Your companion notices how bright up you get when you speak about these hobbies. This excitement is infectious. It makes a significant effect while you're away. They find themselves lacking the energy and inspiration you bring. They start to focus about the wonderful developments you'll provide next and sense the gap when those talks flow. Pause by leading a meaningful life. You become someone who is constantly developing, always changing. This makes every contact with you new and delightful. When you're not around, your significant other misses being part of that lively journey. So embrace your pursuits and allow your meaningful existence. Be a lighthouse, show them that you're someone who loves life and is determined to make a difference. And remember, as you live with purpose, you'll find yourself on their thoughts tomorrow. Not simply because they adore you, but because they appreciate and aspire to your zeal for life. Number 8. Moderate emotions. Moderation in emotions. How can keeping your emotions in control help someone miss you more? It's about building a balanced dynamic where your emotional displays are careful and calibrated, boosting the quality of your connections by adopting moderation in emotions you avoid, overwhelming your spouse with excessive responses, whether good or bad. This Stoic style permits you to tackle relationship dynamics with grace and maturity, making your emotional interactions meaningful and viewed, as Marcus Aurelius correctly remarked, "The greatest retribution is to be unlike him who accomplished the harm." I applied here. It implies reacting to conditions not impulsively, but with calm and methodical action. Envision this. You handle arguments with calm and communicate your admiration in a manner that is sincere but not suffocating. This balanced approach gives space for expectation and desire. Your companion understands your sentiments are real and not merely spur of the moment emotional responses. When you're not there, they miss the security and depth of your presence, wondering about your calm, collected thoughts, and looking forward to your controlled demonstrations of love. Moderation doesn't entail being frigid or distant. It's about demonstrating that you are in control of your emotions, not managed by them. This steadiness is enormously desirable and creates a basis of respect and appreciation in virtually any connection. Therefore, let's attempt to create that right balance in how we communicate our emotions. By doing so, you'll not only increase your interactions, but also ensuring that you stay on their memory tomorrow as someone who provides serenity and not chaos to their existence. Recall in the dance of love. Sometimes the quiet moments resound the most profoundly. Number 9. Resilience in adversity. Adversity. How can displaying resilience make someone miss you more? It's about proving that you can face life's ups and downs with strength and grace, making you a stable and comfortable presence in their lives. Resilience in adversity implies that when obstacles emerge, you meet them head-on without crumbling apart. This attribute suggests that you are trustworthy and powerful qualities. These are incredibly beautiful in any relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca remarked, "A diamond cannot be polished without friction, nor a man completed without trials." This idea tells that your capacity to survive and develop through hardships not only shapes you, become a better person, but also makes you a partner worth missing. Envision the situation when you go through a terrible period. However, you manage to retain a level head and work through your challenges carefully. This not only gains you respect, but also appreciation from your spouse. They witness you not simply managing, but excelling. Despite challenges when you're separated, the recollection of your tenacity gives them confidence and assurance. They miss your strength and the safe feeling they receive from being near you. Resilience is more than simply surviving. It's about rebounding back stronger each time. It's the capacity to discover, Solutions preserve hope and keep going ahead, regardless obstacles. This sort of mental and emotional fortitude is not only appealing but compelling. Your people find themselves captivated to your steadfast spirit and encouraged by your competence to manage whatever life throws your way. Contemplate the small yet strong influence of resilience in daily circumstances. Maybe you lost a job, but promptly began looking for new ones with a positive view. Or maybe you experienced a family catastrophe and managed to help everyone around you while keeping your own emotions under check these times. Define your character and produce a lasting impact on others around you. When your partner sees you handling hardship with grace, they start to consider you as a pillar of strength. This not only raises their respect for you, but also deepens their emotional connection. They learn to value your presence in their lives as someone who can be depended on, someone who won't disintegrate under strain. Its constancy and solidity become a source of comfort and adulation, making them miss you more when you're not around. Additionally, perseverance amid adversity also requires having an optimistic mindset. It's easy to be positive when things are going well, but genuine resilience reveals when you can find the silver lining, even amid the darkest storms. This positive perspective is infectious and may elevate your spouse during challenging circumstances. When you're separated, they will miss not only your presence, but also the energy and hope you bring into their lives. Via developing resilience, you don't merely survive. You show that you can strive above and lead by example. This makes every reunion sweeter and more significant as they look forward to being with someone who motivates them to be strong as well. They start to identify you with sentiments of safety, stability, and optimism, which are vital in any love connection. Therefore, embrace obstacles as chances to showcase your strength and stability. Remind them that no matter what comes your way, you stay faithful. Be dependable, and remember, by exhibiting resilience, you'll be on their thoughts tomorrow, as someone who gives not only love, but also strength to their lives. Your perseverance becomes a cornerstone of the relationship, a trait that makes you irreplaceable and terribly missed when you're not there. Consistency in character. Number 10. Consistency in character. How does being constant in who you are make someone miss you more? It's about being a trustworthy and predictable force in their lives, yet still preserving enough mystery to be appealing. Consistency in character signifies that you're the same person yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This dependability creates profound trust and security inside the connection. As Epicurus remarked, first express to oneself what you would be, and then accomplish what you have. Must execute this persistent approach. Guarantees that your spouse understands precisely who you are, knowing what they may anticipate from you, which is comfortable and profoundly comforting. Now image how this plays out in a relationship. You're someone who maintains their beliefs, fulfills their obligations, and treats your spouse with respect and compassion constantly. This doesn't simply make you excellent partner material, it makes you someone people depend on and really appreciate. Your constant nature means they know what to anticipate and can completely rely on your connection, making your presence vital and your absence keenly felt. Consistency doesn't imply you become predictable in every manner. It's necessary to mix with tiny shocks and surprising moments to keep the relationship lively and intriguing. Maybe it's a surprise date night, an unexpected present, or simply a humorous note to brighten their day. These flashes of uncertainty, paired with your sturdy demeanor, make you both trustworthy and fascinating. Think about it. Being consistent in your basic beliefs and actions establishes a firm foundation. Your spouse understands that in times of uncertainties, they can depend on you to be the same helpful, loving person they've always known. This sort of dependability is uncommon and incredibly useful. When you're not around, they lack that rock-solid presence in their lives, yet by adding a touch of spontaneity, you maintain the relationship from getting boring. It's like putting a spark to a steady flame. For instance, schedule a surprise weekend vacation, or write a lovely handwritten message. Merely because these gestures suggest that although you are dependable, you're also capable of keeping things new and fresh by maintaining this balance. You guarantee that your spouse looks forward to both the security you give and the unexpected surprises you deliver. They miss not only the consistency, but also the tiny moments of delight and excitement that you infuse into their life. Thus, let's make consistency and character our basis, although we periodically throw in a curveball of surprise to keep things lively. This balance will guarantee that you are not only mourned for being a pillar in their life, but also anticipated for the moments of delight and surprise you provide and recall by being in their thoughts. Tomorrow, you're establishing a friendship founded on trust, peppered with the excitement of the unexpected. Your spouse will appreciate the security you offer and anxiously anticipate the unexpected surprises you're capable of. This combo of dependability and thrill makes you necessary, producing a need for your presence while you're not around. In conclusion, accept the power of stability in character while giving opportunity for spontaneity. It's this combination that creates you. Unforgettable and greatly missed, your partner will remember the secure foundation you offer and look forward to the unexpected delights you provide into their life. This dynamic guarantees that you remain a beloved and crucial element of their world, constantly on their thoughts tomorrow. Now, before you leave, don't forget to slam that like button. If you liked the video, and press subscribe. If you haven't already, join our community here. Visit Power Stoic Practices for more additional thoughts on how Stoicism may alter your regular life. And hey, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a remark below and merely write on their thoughts tomorrow to let me know you're ready to be the person who's missed, not only today, but every day. It's a nice way to commit to practicing these ideas. And who knows, maybe your remark will be the first thing someone thinks about tomorrow morning. Your involvement helps us expand and reach more individuals who might benefit from these timeless Stoic lessons. Plus, it's always fantastic to see who's eager to take these teachings to heart and make a meaningful impact in their relationships. Thank you for watching, everyone. Keep those Stoic values in your heart and your character constant, and you'll not just be in their thoughts tomorrow, but every day afterward. Recall, the trip to being missed is about enhancing your own life and being someone worth missing. Each idea we've explored today is a step towards developing deeper, more meaningful friendships that stand the test of time. Till next time, keep creating those habits that make life absolutely worth missing. Remain strong, stay tough, and keep shining with that unique Stoic grace. Your journey to becoming unforgettable begins now, and I'm eager to show how you make it happen. Take care, and see you in the future video.